Good morning. Day 3, March 28th, 2019. What's going on, everybody? I hope you can hear me. I'm using my new microphone, wind buff, but it's extremely windy, and I'm up in the hills. As you can see from my last video, made to almost mile marker 30 and camped. It's way down a ravine. I found an easier way to get up, so it would have been much easier and safer last night to get down there, but I had to get down and set up my tent and get water before it got dark. So with that said, I think I was at 29.8 mile marker. I'm going to be going to Mount Laguna today. It's at mile marker 43, so 13 miles. And a pretty huge elevation climb of about, I want to say 2,100 to 2,200 feet. But that's spread out over 13 miles. So I'm a lot of breath going uphill. So anyway, I'm excited about today. I've done this section a bunch and it's not an easy one, but only because it's just kind of off and on uphill the whole way. It was very cold last night and very windy. I set my tent up next to some bushes for some windbreak, but still kind of beat my tent around. I looked at my watch for the temperature last night. I got down to 37. So windy and cold is not fun, but made it through the night, slept pretty decently. My goal, because I'm gonna be a little slower, maybe only 2 miles an hour going up this uphill stuff. My goal is to lead by 7. I left at 7:10, so not bad. I'm still pretty slow. I'm quick to get up in the morning. I take forever to put everything away. I'm too methodical, and I also, when I get in my tent, I just unpack everything really fast, and there's stuff everywhere. So when it comes to packing back up, I can't find anything. So anyway, everything's a little wet, so I'll probably take a break halfway if it's warm and dry out my tent and my ground cloth and some other stuff. But that's the plan for the day. It just went from 37 degrees. It feels warm in the sun, so I'm gonna have to take off this puffy, but that's it for now. We'll keep this short and sweet. See you down the trail. Hey, good morning. How's it going?
Fine, thank you.
Thought I'd give a little trail update. Hope you can hear me. I have my new wind buff or dead cat over my microphone, so we'll see if it works, but doing all right. This is a very hard section. I've probably already gone 1,000 feet. I have more than 1,000 to go. I've done 4.5 miles in about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Going slow, I also stopped. I had clothes changed about 3 different times. I got into the wind and the shade and it was freezing, and I got in the sun and it was hot, and so you have to stop every time and shed clothing. But yeah, so thought I'd just give you an update. It's going really well. It's just a very tough section. It's just gradually uphill all the way to Mount Laguna. Eventually I'll end up at like 6,100 or more feet. There's not much to show you right now, but good thing. I want to give you a couple updates. So my good buddy Robert, who you saw in the beginning of the video. I wanted to kind of see what was going on. He got some kind of stomach bug and it started coming out of him, and he you know, it made him slow down. And so on the first day when we went to Hauser Creek, which is the 15-mile mark, he made it pretty far, about 11.8 miles, and texted me. And so he got up early and met me. He's having problems with his filter, so he used my filter and he filtered some more water at Hauser Creek and chilled for a while. And I went with that young man, Martin, up to Lake Marina. And then he went after me, and he made it all the way up down the Hauser Canyon into the restaurant. But he just texted me today and said that, man, he lost on just that one 20-mile stretch 17 pounds and drank like 4 Gatorades and 2 giant waters at the malt shop, and when he had his dinner, and he was seriously dehydrated. So he smartly went home, and he's texting me, and he's just like he always does. He's gonna drive back out a couple hours, give somebody a ride from Boulder Oaks up to Mount Laguna, where I'm headed. So we're gonna try to meet up there. It's like 9:30 right now. I think I was doing the math. I have about 7 to 8 miles left to get up to Burnt Red Area, which is a really nice campground. I've stayed there before. And then you just kind of walk through the campground into the town. So I'm gonna try to meet up with him there before he goes and picks somebody up at 3 today. So that's the plan. After that, I don't know. I need to get my package. I want to be one of the rare people that shaves on the trail and doesn't have a beard, so I'm going to try to find a place to just do a quick shave. I have carry 2 batteries to charge my devices, and I'd like to charge up those a little bit because I've got to go 4 more days to Warm Springs. And hopefully I have Wi-Fi so I can check messages and send some out and talk to my son, you know, whether it's on the phone or via text, and see what's going on in the outer world. This is probably the nicest thing, though, is not having to be on my phone all the time, except for videoing to you guys. All right, that's it for now. See you down the trail. I'm having what we call a yard sale. My stuff was all very damp because I was by the river last night. So here's my rain cover drying out. My tent's not too wet, but just in case it was a little bit wet. That's my ground sheet, was soaking wet. So yeah, perfect seat for a break. So I thought I'd kind of get some food in me. I only had a small breakfast, so you can see this, but I have a great view too. Hard to see a little bit, but you can see very far from here towards Mexico there. All right, checking in again. It's 12:20. I have about 1.5 miles to get to Mount Laguna, or at least Burnt Red Area, which is the nice campground I mentioned that you can walk through right to the town. So got a text from Robert saying that he'd be there around 1. So hopefully get some food maybe. I gotta get my package and all that and clean up, so see how it goes, but made okay time. I mean, I'm telling you what, from Boulder Oaks at mile 26 to Mount Laguna, that's 41.5, 42, is the hardest stretch to me in all of Section A. It's relentless, and when you look on the Guthooks app, it says you're about 2,500 to 3,000 feet above from Boulder Oaks up there, but it's more like 5,000 or 6,000 feet, because today, every time I go up and gain some elevation, I go back down. So then go up a little more and then a little bit down. It's like I've done, the difference from where I camped to Mount Laguna is 2,100 feet of elevation, but I've probably done at least 3,000, and it's really tough. The trail is just rubble. Right now it's smooth dirt, but it's very rare right now. I think it's because we had so much rain in Southern California, it just washed a lot of the soil off the trail. But I'm telling you, man, it's like a, you know, ankle break or ankle sprain waiting to happen. So you just have to really pay attention, but you can't go fast. And then if the trail's nice, it's really steep. So not complaining, just telling you the truth. And it's tough. I've done it a few times and I just kind of forgotten how hard it is. Maybe it's because I've already got 2 15-mile days before this in my legs, so it just feels worse. But I'm almost there, about a mile and a half to go. Getting into the beautiful pine trees now, which I just love, and you can hear the wind going through them. So for now, so yeah, this is how we do it, PCT style. I'm in a public bathroom, and it's super windy and cold, but I'm out of the wind by being in the bathroom and doing my resupply box. So I shipped myself food. I'm putting it in my bag to take with me, and but I'm in the sun, so I'm warm. So this is how we do it on the PCT. See this little chunk of rocks and that blow my ankle out.
Yeah, right. What do you normally shoot your video with? Your camera?
I have a new iPhone 10. You know, it does amazing. Even photography is amazing on it. So saved me the weight of carrying like a DSLR or something.
Right. Well, hopefully you can get a compact.
Hey guys, this is the end of day 3. What is the date
Day
today? 3/28. And I met this young man, Richard. You like that? We're gonna camp together tonight. We found a good spot. We're at mile marker, what are we? 46.2. And thanks to Gut Hooks, we found a good campsite. But I just want to introduce, I told you guys that I would introduce people that I meet that I found very interesting and like, so here's one of them.
Hey, so my name's Richard. I'm from Vermont. And originally the plan was to hike the AT, but decided to do something completely different, and here I am on the PCT.
Yeah, because he's East Coaster, so that makes sense to go
Yeah.
there. But I think he's not going to regret it. I think we go through all but one ecosystem, and it's totally a different kind of trail. So, but anyway, we're gonna like rough it out tonight. It's windy and it's probably gonna get cold, but I think we got a good spot. So, anyway, thanks, Richard. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye.